Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying to make some binder covers for some of my new collections, and I figured I could film it. I did do a video where I tried to film myself making this cover and also like decoing the binder, but the deco just took like so long and I kind of didn't like the video enough, so I was like, I don't think I'm going to post this. But I do have two collections that I want to make some covers for, so I figured I could try again and just film the cover part because that wasn't the issue, it was mainly the deco. So the first collection I'm going to be making one for is my yunjin collection. I'm planning on starting a miscellaneous yunjin collection because I love yunjin and I wanted to make a cover for her. I do have a couple of different size covers that I make. I have the ones that I just showed that are like the A5 fronts, and then I have some that I just like insert into my bigger A4 binders. I'm actually not going to be making either of those. I'm going to be making one that's like this size. So I have this meowcafe A5 here, and I have this type of page where instead of like having the backboard and like putting it on there, it like goes into here. So I think it's going to be a little bit smaller than the Hisam one I just showed, but I'm still really excited to see. And I think I'm also going to make it double-sided, which I've never done before. So yeah, I'm just gonna like get into it and kind of try to show how I make them if anybody's interested. I don't consider myself to be very good at making covers, but I have fun with it. So if anybody is curious to see how I make mine, and if you want to see some of mine, check out my enhypen storing video on my main channel because I showed like a lot of those there. But yeah, again, I'm gonna start with yunjin. The other one I'm gonna be making is zerobaseone, Matthew and taerae for that collection, but I'm gonna start with yunjin. So these are the materials I use. First I use this paper cutter, and I think I got this at Michael's. It was like pretty cheap, but it works pretty well. And then obviously I just use like some printer paper, and this I just use as like the background. So I cut it out to be the right size, and then I like tape everything on using this double-sided tape. I know a lot of people use glue, but I just like tape better. And then I have some scissors to cut it out, so like if anything goes over the edge, I can cut it to make it look nice and clean. And yeah, that's basically what I do. So first I need to figure out the right size for the paper, and again, it is going to be this size. This is the first time I'm actually doing this, so it's a little bit hard to figure it out, but it needs to be, again, like small enough to fit into this pocket. So I'm basically gonna like, this is probably so weird, but I'm gonna like line it up like this and then like push it down a little bit, and I'm gonna use this pencil to mark where I would need to cut, and I'm gonna do it just slightly, like not at the very edge, like slightly like over, so that it's obviously not like too long. And then for this way, I'm gonna try to like line it up at the top, and then I'm just gonna draw it like a little bit over, so like this is where the line is. So I'm gonna do it like here, and it might be a little bit small, but I don't really care. I'd rather it be too small than too big, because then I have to cut everything again. So that should be good, I think. So then I'm just gonna cut these out. Okay, so here it is, and this is how it fits in. It actually fits like so well, so I did a really good job, thankfully. It's a little bit of a struggle to get in because it does fit like really well, and my hands are like really far away from my face, so I can't really do anything with the way this camera is set up. But yeah, now I'm gonna like start decorating. For the actual pictures on the cover, I always just use an extra album. So for the sserafim, the only extra album I have is this version of Hot, because I had the full set and then I bought a second one of this one. So I'm gonna use this, and I think it's gonna look pretty good. And again, this is for yunjin, so I'm gonna be focusing on her. Let's see what we have here. I don't know if I want to use like these, but I usually do try to find a picture to use as like the back, like the full background. Honestly, this could work, but I have to like cut it out, and I don't know if I want to do that. So I'll probably be able to find a better picture. So I don't think I'm going to use any of those. But for the actual photo book, I kind of just like look through it and see if there's any good pictures. And I don't know what kind of vibe I'm going to go for. Because this is like mainly black and white as far as I know. Like I could use this as the background. Even though it's not yunjin, it's probably going to be mostly covered. I think I want to do something that's like color. This is so good. This could be used as a background, but like the paper isn't that big, so like not much of her would be shown. Ooh, this might be good. I could use this as the background and then just like use this. But I feel like a lot of her would be cut off. I don't know. This is really good as a background, I think. These pictures are really big, so it's kind of hard. Ooh. Even just like this, I could use. Actually, I forgot I'm doing it double-sided, so I could use that, like this one, as like the back. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna rip this out. And yes, that is what I do. I just like rip the pages out. I think I'm gonna do this one as well. For the back. And then the front, I kind of want it to be like in color. So I don't know if there are any like colored pictures of Yunjin though. I could use this as a background for the front page. I kind of want the front page to be like more, like have like more going on, and the back can just have like the one picture. I don't know. I think none of these are gonna be Yunjin. I think. Oh wait, maybe. Well, this is Kazaha and Chaewon. Okay, yeah. These are all the Yunjin ones, and this is Chaewon. So this is the only like colored picture of her. Maybe I could do this. These are not her. Okay, then I guess I should probably do this one as well. There aren't that many pictures of her. I don't know, this one looks a little too big. I guess I should probably do this one too. I guess I can make it work. I don't know, it's probably not gonna be that good, but I'm gonna make it work. That's what I have for now. And then basically I just like try to cut them out a little bit with a paper cutter, and then I do a lot of ripping. So like this, for example, it's not really gonna be that big, so I mean, I'm just gonna cut it out a little bit. I don't want it to be like too small, but yeah, I'm just gonna do it like that. This one is gonna be a little bit smaller, so I can just like cut it out both ways. I don't know, I kind of just like go for it and then hope that it works out. I'm gonna cut this, like I basically cut a little bit over so that I have room to rip the edges, because I love the like ripped edge effect, but I don't want to like have to rip as much off, if that makes sense. This I'm gonna keep because that's gonna be the background. Same with this one, and then this, same thing. So let's see if I can do something with this. So here's the paper, and this one is gonna be the front. So we'll save these for later. And again, this is just gonna kind of go. Actually, I should probably cut this a little bit because this is really big. So all I can really do is make this the background, and then I think I wanted to do like this picture big, and then this like over to the side. And that's all I can really do, I feel like, because there's like not many pictures of her. So I think I'll do it like that, and then put this off to the side. So for this, again, I do like the ripping. So I just kind of like rip along the edges so I can. I'm gonna cut off like some of her hair. It's fine. Oh, this rips like so easily that it's kind of scaring me, because I kind of can't even see what I'm doing right now. But yeah, we're just gonna like leave it like that, and then I don't have to really do the other side because I think it's gonna get cut off a little bit anyway. So like that, and then for this one, I need to like rip it so it's just her. Sorry if you can't see this, but I need to be able to see. So there she is. And this I kind of did a little too much, so I'm just gonna like rip that a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of like tape this on, and I just kind of like, I don't know, I don't like tape everything. I keep like hitting my camera every time. But I just kind of like make sure all the like edges and stuff are stuck on, and I can always like lift it up and put more tape on. after. Just want to make sure there's like enough. So I'm gonna do it like this to make sure. It doesn't really matter how it goes because it's gonna be cut. So as long as this sticks on, and then I'm going to cut it before I continue because I don't want to like put the other ones on and then accidentally do it like too much over. So okay, so then after I cut this, I'm just gonna like lay this out one more time to make sure that I don't like mess anything up. I don't want it like that, and then again have her like down here. Maybe I'll put like that, because a lot of this is gonna get cut off, so I think I should probably put her like that. It's very simple, but it's fine. So I'm just gonna kind of like hold it like this, and then just kind of put the tape down. And I just of course want to make sure I get like all the like corners, the edges, so that it doesn't come up. This side, since again this is gonna be on the bottom. And then I like to always cut it between like every piece that I put on, just because obviously there's a lot like hanging over, so I want to like have it clean before I put anything else on. And then we have this one, so again same thing, I just like leave them kind of like laid down. Actually this one I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna put these on that and put it like this. I think that's good. Yeah, so it's not gonna be the best, but I think it'll look okay. I'm gonna cut this out really quickly. So that's kind of what we have for the front. I kind of wish I had something to put like up here. I don't know, maybe I'll see if I can find something in the photo book. Like even like this, I don't think I will, but just something that says like sserafim hot. I guess it can be any member too. Like I could do this. I don't know. I could do like lyrics or like this. Probably not that. But I could do like this as well. Actually no. Like I wish it was like, if there was like some like a black background with white writing that said sserafim, I would rather do that, not this blue stuff. Like this. This is probably good. Maybe. I'll try this. So just like that, and then sserafim, like pretty small as well. I think I probably will try to do like a little bit of the ripping effect for this as well, because sometimes I do like to do that. So maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do it like this and just put this at the top. So I'll just put this like up here and try to make it like line up with the top so it looks like it's supposed to be like that. Kind of like that. And then I'll put like the hot, maybe kind of like this. It's really small. I probably should not have cut it this small, but I did. Like that, kind of. I'll just put that like tuck in here, maybe? Okay, I'll do that. This is what I mean by I'm not the best at making these. Obviously, you can see like this isn't that good, and I'm kind of just like working with what I have, but it's fine. But then for the back, I'm gonna do this. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna tape it on and then see what I want to cut off. I feel like the corners don't really matter that much because I mean it's gonna go in a like a page anyway, so it'll be flat. And then again, I'm just gonna put this on because again, this is just like the back. Like it's gonna be a nice back. So there's that, and then I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna try not to cut everything. Okay, so here's what it's looking like, and then for this, I'm just gonna cut it, I think like here, around here. Just so, again, it's not as much to like cut off. And then I'm gonna rip it. So obviously this is not all gonna fit, but I want the rip effect to be on the entire thing. So I'm just gonna rip it here, and then I'm gonna make this like line up with the top, so I can just leave that. And I am kind of like cutting her hair off. It's fine. And again, okay, I kind of like, sometimes I do it a little too much. So so that's good. And then I honestly don't know how much of this is even gonna like be. Okay, so then I should probably rip all of this. Just do the rip effect on the entire thing, so no matter how much of it stays on, it's all like there. Some of her hair got cut off. Whoops, that's fine. Sometimes I rip it a little too far, and I hate that. I kind of wish I could do it here, but I don't want to like mess that up. So this is what we have. This is fine. And then I'm just gonna again put like so I want to make sure this part lines up perfectly so I can get all of her head, because her head is already kind of cut off. So I want to make sure this is like right in the middle and again lined up like really well. So that's gonna go there, and then I'm just gonna tape like the rest of it on. So we got her arm and her other arm. Actually, I'll do like the middle part first, probably. And just have the bottom here. So that is how the back's gonna look. It's pretty simple, but I think it looks cool. Like, I love doing stuff like this. And then the background, I think looks really cool. So I'm gonna cut this out as well. So here it is, all cut out and fully inside the page. I think it looks really cool. I'm gonna put it in the binder now. This is the binder, and it's gonna go right here. I think that looks so nice. Oh my gosh. And I do have Itzy in here as well. I would make an Itzy cover, but I don't have any extra albums. So I was gonna buy their newest album and like buy the version I didn't have twice, but I couldn't find it in the store. So whenever they release another album, I'll just buy like 2 versions of one of them, and that'll be it. But that's so cool. Okay, and I kind of love this. Like, I've never done one like this where it's like in the page. I've only done it like taped to a backboard or like in the front. So I've never done a double-sided one either. This looks really cool. I'm gonna be doing zero-base1, and I actually have a second copy of both versions of Blue Paradise. And I was originally gonna do the blue one because I think blue is like obviously the best color for zero-base1. And I've also used the white one already to make a collage for my sister, who is a zero-base1 alt. So I figured I would have more options if I did the blue one, but I actually started looking through it, and the pictures aren't really blue at all. They're actually more like green, like nature. So I think I'm gonna do the white one, and I actually like already found some pictures, because again, this is gonna be for Matthew and Taerae, because that's who the collection is for. And yeah, so I really love the concepts of these. So first, I want to say, okay, there are some pictures, like they did like units. So one of the units actually does have Matthew and Taerae, because this is the Cruel unit, which I love that song. But Hanbin's also in it, and he's in the middle, and I don't want to like cover him or cut him out because I love Hanbin, but I also don't want to like put him in since, you know, he's not part of it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these 2 pictures, this picture of Taerae and this picture of Matthew, at least for the front. Oh, these rip out so easily. And then I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the back. Honestly, I might just do the unit one and like leave Hanbin. I'm not sure. Or maybe, because I think there's like a second concept in the back, which I feel like is maybe where most of the pictures I used were from. Is there not? I thought there was. Maybe I did already rip all of those out. Let's see. Oh yeah, this concept, it's different, right? There's Hanbin, Kyung. How? Okay, here's Matthew and Taerae. This is a good Taerae picture. I feel like it's a little bit too big though. I feel like both of them are too big. But I also don't want to use like, I don't know. Yeah, they're too far away here. I don't even know what I want to use for the back, because these pictures are so pretty. Should I just use like, maybe I should use this picture. I don't know, maybe I can use one of these for the front and one for the back. I'm not sure. I think I'll do that. So it's kind of giving like the same vibe. And I don't know, maybe I will just use the Hanbin. This is such a pretty picture. Like, this photo book is so pretty. I don't want to like cover Hanbin or anything. Maybe I could like rip them out. But that would be so sad for Hanbin. Or maybe I can just use Matthew and then I can use like this taerae or like this taerae. I think I'll do that. I'll do this taerae and then this Matthew because he's like kind of further away from Hanbin. Like it's not that big of a deal. I actually do have these stickers as well, and these are Matthew and taerae, so maybe I can try to use these even though they're like kind of dark. I don't know, we'll see. So once again, this is the one I'm gonna use as like the background. It does have taerae in it, but I don't think he's gonna be in like a good spot. But let's see. I'm not sure like how I want to cut this. I think I want to do it like more over here. So I think I'll do that, like try to cut like a little bit. Kind of like that. And then maybe like a little bit off the top, just a little bit. And then I'll tape this and then cut it out. Okay, so here it is. And then I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little like unsure how I'm gonna cover all the members well enough, but hopefully I'm able to. And then again, these are the pictures I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna just kind of like cut it out a little bit so that it's easier for me to like rip around the edges. I don't want to cut it like too close because obviously I don't want to like have to like rip it like super precisely, but I also don't want to do it like too far. And then I'm just gonna rip them out. Same with Yunjin, I'll do it as if like the entire thing would be shown, but obviously a lot of this is gonna be cut off just because the space I have is so small, and I'm doing this like really off. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. This paper is like really like easy to rip, so this kind of stuff happens. Taerae, I think it's better to just like start at the head. I love these outfits, by the way, and I'm so excited to like get these cards. So I've never actually made a collage for only 2 people. It's usually always been either like 1 or 3, so I've never like done 2. So I wasn't sure if I should do like 1 picture of each member or 2, but I think, okay, I think this is okay. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to do it to not show all the members in the back. Maybe like that. That way nobody's shown. Okay, so I cut this out, and I also, first of all, wish that Matthew wasn't so cut off, but I obviously couldn't tell until I cut it. So I kind of wish he wasn't like that far over, but it's fine. He's still on there. And also I kind of wish there was like some stickers with their names on them. I don't know if there are. I know I had some, but I again use those for my sisters. So I figured I could do this because like I said, I love this song Cruel. So I like cut out the like title thing from the lyric page and some of the lyrics, and I thought I could put them like here and then put these ones like down here and then this kind of like here, so they would look kind of nice. So I'm gonna try that. So kind of like that, and then obviously some of that is gonna get cut off, but I think it's fine. And then again, like the lyrics, just kind of like put those behind here, like behind both of their heads. You can like tell that it's Cruel lyrics, but like, yeah, I don't know. So you can kind of like see the lyrics through it, and it's also still like ripped out. And then just put this little one right down here in this little like area. You can like barely see that, but it's there. And I don't know, I think it just adds like a nice little like extra bit. I like to include like my favorite songs whenever I can. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for the front. I think it looks fine. And I'm gonna cut this out and then I'll move on to the back. So here it is all finished and cut out. Again, it's like very subtle, but you know, having the Cruel, again, these 2 are in the Cruel unit with Hanbin, so it just like makes sense, and this is really cool. So now moving on to the back. Again, I'm gonna use this as the back like background, and I'll just tape it on again. Okay, so here it is, and then for the pictures I have this one and this one, which I honestly think I want to keep this, which is kind of stupid because then the background kind of doesn't like matter as much, but I think like having Matthew like that would be kind of nice. I don't know. I'm gonna try to like, okay, I'm gonna like rip out taerae as much as I can. And I think I'm just gonna like make him go off the edge, so I don't think I actually need all of that. But I think some of this water I kind of want to like keep if I can. Maybe I'll do it like this a little bit. So it's like ripped still. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. I'll do it like this. So then I can put that like that. And then Matthew here, kind of. So let me cut out Matthew and try to rip him out a little bit. So, okay. Where's Matthew? I don't know if I like it like this. Maybe I shouldn't do it like this because, yeah, I don't think I should. I don't think I should do it like this. So I'm just gonna finish ripping out taerae. I feel like maybe I should, I'm not sure. I don't know how I wanna, maybe I should put him over here and put Matthew like up here. But then I feel like then I have to rip his head off like that. Okay, so I think I can do it like this. I'm not really sure. Maybe like that. Maybe like this. So that way, Matthew, like the edges on Matthew, you can't really tell as much. And I can just put something in the middle there. I think I'll do it like this. Maybe I'll move Matthew up a little bit. And then, I don't know. Again, I do have these stickers, but I don't know if I should use them. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should put like a little Matthew. Kind of, it doesn't match, but it's kind of funny. So I think I'm gonna do that. This is so random. I'm just gonna put them here. Yep. Okay, there they are. So I think this is what I'm gonna do for the back. Again, these are like very simple, and I said before, I'm not like the best at making these, but I just think they're fun. And I mean, I feel like if you just put things on top of each other and it looks like, you know, you did something, it's gonna look good. Especially with like the rip effect, I feel like that adds a lot to it. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this out. Okay, so here's what this one looks like all done. This is definitely not my favorite collage I've ever made. It might honestly be my least favorite. I don't know if it's because I was filming, so it was a little bit harder to like focus, or the size of it, or what, but I don't know. I don't love it that much, but I mean, I think it's fine. Like, it's gonna look fine in the binder, and again, it's just like a fun cover. Honestly, I didn't even really need to make a cover for this binder since this is the only like collection I'm gonna put in that binder, but I figured I would do it since I didn't want to just do like one cover for this video. So yeah, here are the two covers I made. Again, here's the Yunjin one. I really like the Yunjin one, I'm gonna be honest. This one, again, not so much, but it's fine. Hopefully this was interesting. Again, like I've never like actually filmed one of these because the first time I tried it wasn't very good. So I don't know if I'm gonna film another one, but I did want to at least film this now because I had some covers to make. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos, and check out my main channel. I will obviously be storing in these binders and stuff like that. I also will have a video on this channel where I set up the binder for this, which is gonna be really exciting. I'm really excited to start this collection, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. And yeah, once again, thank you for watching. Hopefully, again, this video wasn't like too bad. Hopefully it was a good length and I showed enough of the process. I couldn't obviously show all of it because I needed to focus, but yeah, if you are curious to know how I make my binder covers, hopefully this was helpful. And yeah, thank you once again for watching, and goodbye.